Hello, and welcome to a new video. Today I am going to show you how to create these Christmas figures and how you can make them yourself. Let's get started. First, I will show you the easy way by downloading ready-made files from laser-pics.com. Click on the link in the video description. Once we are on laser-pics.com, we can choose any design we like. In my case, I will use this angel. Right now, LaserPics also has a Black Friday deal where you can save up to 33%, so it is a good time to grab a few designs. Now we can choose the dots per inch that we need for our laser project. First, I will download the SVG file, which is the cutout part. Wait 10 seconds until the timer is finished, then click the download button. Perfect. Next, click on the design again. Choose your dots per inch setting and download the engraving file. For my 80-watt CO2 laser, I use 318 dots per inch. Click the download button, and that is everything we have to do on LaserPics. Now we import our image into Lightburn or any other laser software. As you can see, the image is already perfectly prepared for engraving, so you do not have to edit anything. Next, I import the SVG file and align it carefully with the image. In the layers list, make sure that the image layer is above the cutout layer so the laser engraves first and cuts afterwards. For my 80-watt CO2 laser, I use a speed of 120 millimeters per second, 15% maximum power, and 1% minimum power for engraving. The most important thing is to make sure that the pass-through option is enabled. If pass-through is turned off, the laser software will process the image again and completely ruin the prepared result. So double-check that pass-through is activated. For cutting on my 80-watt CO2 laser, I use a speed of 15 millimeters per second, 25% maximum power, and 20% minimum power. Now we can run the job. I am using 3mm plywood, and as you can see, it engraves beautifully. We get nice brown tones and very good detail. When the engraving and cutting are finished, I use a soft brush to remove any residue from the surface. And that is it. Here is our first figure. It is perfectly engraved, the details look great, and I really like the overall result. If you want to prepare your own designs or create different figures, I will now show you how to do it step by step. First, go to ImagR.com. Click on the upload button and choose grayscale to upload your image. Scroll down and click on resize. I select millimeters as the unit. For my 80-watt CO2 laser with a compound lens, I use 318 dots per inch. When the resizing is complete, click on Materials. Choose Kasia and the Kasia wood algorithm, since we are using plywood, and this preset works well for that. Scroll down again and open the one-touch dropdown. Disable the denoise option, because we want to keep all the fine details and the image already has high quality. There is no need for additional denoising. When one touch is finished, go to Color Correction in the advanced settings. Apply the color correction. This will make the dark areas smoother and less extreme, which gives a more even and cleaner engraving result. Next, slightly increase the gamma adjustment to get the midtones right. This is important to achieve an even, consistent engraving. After that, I increase the levels a bit so the darkest areas become lighter. This time I went a little too far, so I reduced the levels again. Because I changed the levels, I now slightly lower the gamma so the image does not become too bright. Now it looks just right. Scroll down, click on Download, and save the file as a PNG. Next, in the top menu, go to Cut Prep and click on Contour. Upload your original image there. Enable the Only Outline checkbox and increase the offset slider until you like the shape of the cutout. When you are happy with the outline, click the Download button. This will save an SVG file with the contour. That is all we have to do in ImagR. Now import the processed PNG file into Lightburn or your laser software. and also import the SVG contour file. Because the contour was created from the original image before processing, it is now larger than the prepared image. So first, select the prepared image and take note of its exact dimensions. Then select the outline and scale it to the same size, or slightly larger if you added an offset. Place both objects in the center so they match perfectly. Now we will create a small connector for the base. Draw a rectangle which will become the slot for the bottom part. Resize it to your exact material thickness. For 3mm plywood, I set the width to 3 mm. Place this rectangle under the outline so it overlaps a little with the figure. You can increase the height of the rectangle so that it overlaps properly and is not too short. Change this rectangle to a line and give it the same color as the outline, for example, red. Move the image slightly away so it does not interfere. Now select the outline and the small rectangle. Go to Tools and open the Boolean Assistant. Choose Union and click OK. As you can see, the two shapes are now welded together into one single outline. Place the image back in the center of the outline. Now draw another rectangle with the same width as before. This will be the slot on the base piece. You can make it a little taller so the figure slides in more easily. Next, draw an ellipse for the base itself and center it on that rectangle. Select the base and rotate it 90 degrees so it uses less material when cutting. When you are happy with the arrangement and all parts are correctly aligned, you can use the same engraving and cutting settings as before and run the job. Again, the image is already perfectly prepared, so the engraving looks great. We get a wide range of brown tones, clear details, and nothing is lost. At the end, I use a soft brush again to remove any remaining residue from the engraving process. And here it is, our second wooden Christmas figure. These figures make fantastic gifts, sell very well at markets, and are also a beautiful decoration for your home. If you enjoyed the video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.